Hey guys, I want to talk about the diet that I'm doing. I had quite a few members ask me about it and they wanted more information on what it is and how to do it. So I'm going to take a brief moment to explain it right here. All right, each person has a certain amount of macro number or macro count for their body type, for their age, for their type of work that they do. Basically, everybody expends a certain amount of energy and they have a certain number that goes along with their lifestyle. For instance, my numbers are protein is 205 grams, carbs 250, and fat is 105. I came up with my number with a macro calculator that's on the computer. So if you guys want to figure out your numbers, come up to me after class, before class, and I'll figure it out for you. With this diet, a must-have is a food scale. You have to start weighing out your food. That's the only way to calculate the macros that you're going to be eating. All right, first thing that everybody's going to have to do if you guys want to do this diet is you're going to have to figure out exactly what type of food you want to eat. So if you want to have steak, if you want to have chicken, if you're going to be eating eggs, egg whites, celery, whatever vegetables, whatever fruits, whatever fruit you want to eat while on this diet, I need you to write down and make a big list. Every food that you eat, whether it's a fruit, a vegetable, chicken, it has the three macros. Some food, like fruit, doesn't have very much fat, doesn't have very much protein, but it has a lot of carbs. Other food is high in fat, low in carbs, and so forth. But every food is really important because some foods have all three. And if you're not tracking and taking that into consideration, you're going to go over your macro count. For every food that you listed that you're going to be eating, I need you to figure out four numbers. Your serving size, which is always on the label, it's going to tell you, like for a banana, it's 116 grams is the serving size, is one serving size. Okay, you need to figure out the serving size, you need to figure out how much fat is in each serving, how much carbs, and how much protein. Once that step is done, it's time to purchase your app for your phone. It's a macro calculator, and what this is going to do, it's going to allow you to store all of that information that you wrote down into it. And then all you have to do is measure and weigh your food, and it will tell you the exact numbers on where you're at. The app is really cool because what it does is it lets you put in your goal. So in there it has my goal for the week, and every time I go and eat food, it subtracts the macros that I'm eating. For instance, I had 205 grams of protein, and in the morning I had 2 scoops protein shake, so that's 48 grams. So it subtracted 48 grams from the 205, which left me a certain number. I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to do it right now, but it left me that number that I knew that, okay, the next meal it keeps subtracting and subtracting, and does that for all the different categories, all three of them. The cool thing about the app, guys, is that yes, it's a little work in the beginning, but then as you do it and as you go to log in, you start to remember like what food consists of what, and that's going to help you plan out your day and just overall gives you more knowledge of food in itself, of like what each one consists of. Like a big one for me, like last night, Natalia seen that I needed more fat, and so I put the avocado on there, but then it took my carb count up, and so I had to subtract the brown rice, and she was like, I didn't even know that there was carbs in avocados. And I said, yeah, and that's the kind of thing that you're going to be learning, is that all food carries those three things. And so we have to kind of be careful on what we're eating, and we don't want to eat too much of certain things. Like anything else, guys, I know you know that this stuff will work. I know you know that any diet will work, but it comes down to whether or not you guys are actually going to do it at home, whether or not you're going to get up in the morning to come to the gym. All of that is the hard part about it. And, you don't need me preaching to you. I know that it's hard. You guys know it's hard, but when you're ready to make that leap, you guys will see results, okay? If you guys want to do this diet, please contact me. I will figure out your macros. I'll get you going on your list of food, nutrients. I'll show you how to use it. I'm all in, guys. The challenge starts next week. If you guys want help, please come see me. Hey, I almost forgot. I didn't want to leave this out. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to track all of my meals. I'm going to track it, and I'm going to put on the screen where my numbers are starting, and then the food that I'm eating, and then I'm going to show you how it subtracts from my daily goals. And hopefully that is a way that you can see how it works, not just me telling you, because I know not everybody understands very well just being lectured to. Maybe you might want to see it. So hopefully that helps. Tomorrow I'm going to have the camera with me for all of my meals, and I'm going to show you how I hit my goal and like kind of like what I think about when I'm eating it. In the morning, what you'll see is like in the morning I eat a healthy amount of food, and then towards the end I kind of cut it down, because then I'm trying to like zero in on my number, which it'll make sense tomorrow. So just look for that video.